Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Cantina Talk. I'm your host, Nick, and today we're going to go over the future of Lucasfilm. 2 days ago, there was a report out saying that all standalone films would be put on hold due to the backlash of Solo, a Star Wars story. And a lot of people are getting nervous about the future of Lucasfilm and what's going to happen. Like, what are we at? I guess they're trying to focus on Star Wars Episode 9 and getting that right, which I do appreciate. But what I don't get is why these seem so confused. These seem like this came out of nowhere. The backlash from The Last Jedi was very clear. Very clear. People didn't like the movie. And the reason why they didn't like the movie, they didn't like this liberal social justice warrior BS shoved down their throat. And the fans spoke out when it came to the box office result of Solo: A Star Wars Story. It's that simple. That's it. That's it. You know, maybe some of it had to do with, it was released in May instead of December. That probably had something to do with it. Another big part of it had to be the marketing. The marketing was terrible for this film, as I've gone over several times in other videos. But to sit there, the fans are just sick and tired of sitting there, saying, I didn't like The Last Jedi, I didn't like the political, stabs, the little drops of this and that. And they're sick and tired of these big executives sitting there saying, oh, well, if you didn't like the movie, you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're a misogynist. It's not. It's not that. The movie was just garbage. Garbage. It was terrible. They mistreated characters. They shoved political BS down your throat and then told you to shut up, and swallow it. It's unbelievable. What I don't understand is how hard it is to sit there and get that through your head, and instead of sitting there apologizing, going back to the drawing board and saying, what happened? Why didn't this work out? No, instead they sit there and call people, they call people names. They say you're sexist, you don't like women, you don't like this and that. I mean, last time I looked, there are plenty of female characters in the Star Wars universe that everyone loves, even from the books and stuff. There's plenty of them. Plenty. I mean, I could do a whole video on just naming them. Plenty. A lot. It wasn't that. Because why did Rogue One do so well? That had a female role. So you're telling me between Rogue One and The Last Jedi, the whole entire fan base just decided I don't like female leads? No. It was because you made a trash movie, and now you're sitting there trying to clean up after it. And not even cleaning up after it. He's sitting there calling everyone, a bigot, a sexist, you don't like women. It's like, I'm so confused. You just made a crap movie. You ruined characters. You tarnished characters. And at least, I'll tell you right now, at least I'll give Solo, it didn't have any of that, social justice warrior stuff shoved down your, in your face. It wasn't in that movie. At least I didn't see it. I thought Solo was a great movie. Thought it was really fun. I think it will stand the test of time as far as being considered a good Star Wars movie. And the fact that, Lucasfilm is sitting there going, oh, let's pull the plugs on all these movies. Hold up. Let's see what's going on. It's like you had plenty of time to do that. You had plenty of time to sit there and think. Instead of sitting there and apologizing or sitting there trying to figure out what they did wrong, they sit there and name call. It's incredible. It's incredible. And one of the movies that might be, that's by this is the Obi-Wan movie, which I think everyone wants to see and would rather have seen over Solo: A Star Wars Story. And don't get me wrong, I loved Solo: A Star Wars Story. I really did. I think it's a really fun film, and I'm definitely gonna, I'm gonna enjoy watching that again here at home. But the Obi-Wan is definitely a movie I would rather have seen. And I guess the director that was supposed to direct the Obi-Wan movie jumped ship and or got fired 6 months ago. Now, if we look 6 months ago, Solo wasn't out yet. So that's, again, what's Kathleen Kennedy doing? Can she not hold on to a director? Did she not, if their style doesn't work, does she not know their style before she hires them? I mean, how many directors is this lady going to go through before she gets it right? I mean, luckily she's been able to, skate through all this BS and make, a couple successful movies. Safe movies, but successful. And I just don't get that either. How many directors does this lady go through? I mean, does she not have, filtering process on who should be, who's the best director for the job? I don't know. She gets paid more than me. I mean, I don't know what she's doing. I sure know that she's, putting all of her social justice warrior stuff in the movies. I know she's focused on that. But I don't know whether she's focused on finding a good director. J.J. Abrams, I thought, did a really solid job with The Force Awakens, and I thought Ron Howard did a great job with Solo, and Gareth Edwards did another good job with Rogue One. But let's go back to the Solo film. Let's back that up. Let's talk more about the Obi-Wan movie. So I guess the Obi-Wan movie, from what I've been reading online and rumors, is that they're going to try and, I guess they're going to film, they might do the movie, but the rumor is that they're going to release it, not in theaters, but on the Disney streaming platform that they're creating. That's going to be, a big competitor of Hulu, Netflix, all of those out there. And I'm okay with that as long as it's done tastefully and it's done well. I just think that a movie like the Obi-Wan big screen, I think it deserves it. I think Ewan McGregor deserves it, and if the writing is good, I think the writing deserves. Excuse me, I just had chicken bacon ranch pizza, but I think the movie should be on. It's been reversed. I think the Obi-Wan movie should have come out, then the Solo movie that is less desirable, but the hardcore fans are going to want to see it still. They should have put that onto the streaming service, not the other way around. And I'm getting nervous. I don't know if it's going to end up getting scrapped at all, totally, because I really, really wanted to see the Obi-Wan movie, and I just don't get it. So you're going to scrap all of your ideas. And another thing is, they don't seem to have a stinking plan as far as the overall story arc for all these films. At least Marvel, they're directed by different people, but at least they all play off another. With Lucasfilm and Disney right now, you got Episode 9. Let's go all the way back before Episode 4. Let's move all the way back up to Episode, 9. I misspoke. 8, 7 and 8. So let's go back to. Oh my God, I apologize. Let me start that again. So they went from Episode 7 back to before Episode 4 to Episode 8 to back before Episode 4 again. And people are getting confused. The average moviegoer is going to be absolutely befuddled. I had a lot of people sit there and tell me after they saw Solo, "Didn't Darth Maul die? Was this after that?" I'm like, no. I had to explain to them, and why did I shouldn't have had to explain to them. It should have been something that Lucasfilm should have covered in their marketing campaign, which there didn't seem to be hardly any for any of that for Solo Star Wars story. So let's keep our fingers crossed that the Obi-Wan movie still happens. Whether it's going to be on the big screen or on the streaming platform is still up in the air. But it just blows my mind that Disney and Lucasfilm don't wake up and see what they did wrong and stop calling people names and accusing them of things. Matter of fact, one little more tangent. I saw an article online where this writer for, I think it was StarWars.net, sat there and said, "You aren't a customer of Lucasfilm or Disney. You may be a customer of Hasbro," and stuff like that. I'm sitting there thinking, yo, do you know anything about business? The reason why business or anything stands is because there is a want for the product. Star Wars has done so great because people want it, so they keep making them because people want it. To sit there and tell everyone that you're not a customer, I'm sorry, I thought I bought 5 tickets back to back days to see The Force Awakens. I'm not a customer. And the article went on saying basically you don't have an opinion on the movies because you're not the one sitting there working on it. It's like, last time I looked, if you go on YouTube, there are plenty of movie reviews and critics. So, they don't have an opinion because they're not a customer. I'm really confused by that. That's another slap in the face to the fan base, and that just blows my mind. And Solo really, showed them how and, Mark Hamill seemed really upset about the direction Star Wars has been going in. And it's just absurd. I really, really hope they get rid of Kathleen Kennedy and try and fix this, because if it goes on for maybe another movie, if Episode 9 does bad, it's over. It's over. There'll be no fixing it. They could fix it, but at that point, all the interest will be lost. The fan base will be even more divided, and they'll be catering to some social justice warriors on their little, Disney streaming platform. But that wraps it up for today, guys. If you liked this video, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here to the channel. And as always, may the Force be with you.